जय श्री माता जी। हम सब पूरे हृदय से श्री माँ को प्रणाम करेंगे और बंधन लेंगे। विल bow down at the lotus feet of Shri Mataji and take bandhan. तीन महामंत्र और श्री गणेश मंत्र। अब हम अपना दायां हाथ धरती माँ पे रखेंगे। विल कीप आवर राइट हैंड ऑन द मदर अर्थ। और हम श्री माँ से प्रार्थना करेंगे, मांगेंगे श्री माता जी, आप स्वयं ही हमारी इच्छा शक्ति हैं। आप कृपा करके हमारे अंदर शुद्ध इच्छा जागृत कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी, प्लीज एनलाइटन द पावर ऑफ प्योर डिजायर विद इन अस। अब हम अपना दाएं हाथ गोद में लेंगे और बायां हाथ आकाश की ओर करेंगे। We will keep our right hand on our lap and the left hand towards the sky. और हम श्री माँ से प्रार्थना करेंगे। श्री माता जी, आप ही स्वयं हमारी क्रिया शक्ति हैं। आप कृपा कर हमारा कर्ता भाव नष्ट कर दीजिए। हमारे पिंगला नाड़ी में जो भी अधिक गर्मी है या घमंड है, आप सभी को आकाश तत्व में खींच लीजिए। ओ मदर, प्लीज रिमूव ऑल द excessive heat and the ego from our pingla nadi into the sky. अब हम अपना बायां हाथ गोद में रखेंगे। We will keep our left hand back on our lap and we'll take our complete attention on our सहस्त्रार चक्र। अपना संपूर्ण चित्त हम सहस्त्रार चक्र पर ले आएंगे और हम श्री माँ से प्रार्थना करेंगे। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारे अंदर संतुलन स्थापित कर दीजिए। हमें ध्यान की गहराई प्रदान कीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें ध्यान का आनंद प्रदान कीजिए। चित्त को सहस्त्रा चक्र पे रखते हुए ध्यान की इसी अवस्था में हम श्री माँ की अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करेंगे. We'll keep our attention on the Sahasrara Chakra and listen to Sri Mataji's speech.
Once Christ stood up and said, these devils and the children of devil will have to go to hell. Then people got after him, they said, why do you say such things against them? They don't say anything against each other. Christ said, the Satan is not going to speak against his own house. They are very friendly with each other. There is no problem among them. They are very kind to each other, and all the disciples are being distributed. You take such a lot, I take such a lot, and all of us will go to hell direct. It's properly organized, like one train is going first, then the second train will leave, then the third train will leave. The other side of this kind of ambitiousness and the kind of ego orientation and money orientation we have all the time, we are busy with this money. I call it a Brahma, call it a hallucination. It's a big hallucination with you people that you are running after money. It's another hallucination that you are running after pretatmas and dead bodies. These are two mirages you are running after. What are you going to get out of this money? Go and see somebody who is supposed to be a very, very rich man. Just go and see, is he a happy man? What is the analysis of his life? So-called successful people, you just go and see them. What is the success they have? Who respects them? When they turn their back, people say, oh God, whose face have I seen? Let me go and wash my mouth. Are you auspicious? If somebody sees you, does any good comes out of you, some shubha happens to that person, are you kalyanmay? Are you mangalmay? What sort of a personality are you? Just judge yourself, and that judgment can take place here in Sahaja. We had a patient who came to Sahaja and he told me, Mother, I'm a young boy, but I don't know what has happened to me that I have become inauspicious. I said, how do you know? He said, wherever I go, there's a quarrel between husband and wife. Something goes wrong with the children start crying and shouting and screaming. And now I'm hated by everyone. Everybody says there's something wrong with you. I found out about him what was the matter. He got cured. Now he is emitting beautiful vibrations. You can have very negative vibrations going out of you. You might be doing sins without your knowledge, and you would say, oh Mother, I'm getting all the vibrations, I'm very good. Such people always deceive themselves and others, very good at it. Oh, nothing wrong with me, I'm in first class condition, my vibrations are the best, and that I'm doing very well. Who is going to judge you is your deed. What good have you done to others? Recently we had a mishap like that. And I found all those people who were touched by that gentleman had left Swadhisthana catching. Very bad. And when I told them that this was a wrong thing to do, is to make this man so important, they all got after my life. There was a doctor who had come to see me, who is a Sahaja. His son came to see me, he's 8-year-old. He was a very good boy, had a realization, but he had a very bad Swadhisthana. So I asked him, does this man come to your house? He says, yes, Mother, he comes very often. Despite my warning, he would go to their house and they would entertain that gentleman. Instead of telling him that you go to Mother and get yourself cleared out. You see, they are enticed and hypnotized by such a person. I asked him, I said, have you got this man coming to your house? Yes, he said. I said, all right, go and beat him with shoes as we do in our Sahaja. And the boy got cleared out. Do you want to ruin your family, your children, everybody, because you are adhering to some hypnotic fellow? At least have some consideration for them. There are many like this, but in Sahaja it is very easy to discern. And even in London I know who is going where, what they are doing. I write to them, I tell them, don't do it. Just don't do it. I have nothing to do. Immediately you must understand that our mother who knows these things, she knows and she has told us it is the thing that is to be done, not to be argued. Did you get your vibrations through arguments? But still in Sahaja Yoga also people falter. And that's the worst thing they will do, because yoga bhrashtas are the most condemned. Where will they go? I have to warn all the Sahaja Yogis who are here, because Sahaja Yoga is the last judgment. Not only that you will be judged that you are entering into the kingdom of God, that you become the citizens of God is correct. But apart from that, that you are capable of being there, whether you have the complete surrendering and understanding of divine laws. Even if you are belonging to, say, India and a citizen of India, but if you do mistakes and if you commit criminal laws, you will be punished even then. So even if you become the citizen of God, you have to be very, very careful about it. The second thing I would like to tell you is about the destroying powers of Kalaki. Today's lecture is going to be very sharp for you, because the incarnation that you have asked me to speak on is a very sharp one. It's the sharpest of all. We had, say, Krishna's incarnation when he had Hanana Shakti. He has killed Kamsa, he has killed so many Rakshasas, you know, as child also he has killed Putana and so many people. But he had Leela also. He had love. And he did give concessions to people. He forgave people also. But Christ, who is the embodiment of forgiveness of Christ is nothing but is the power of sustenance within him. If he explodes, the whole forgiveness can come on us as a big disaster if we are not able to understand the value of his forgiveness. He has said very clearly that anything said against me will be tolerated, but a word against Holy Ghost won't be tolerated. He has clearly said it. And now you have to understand that. Holy Ghost is Adi Shakti. One has to understand that such an incarnation is imminent. And Krishna's powers are given to him which are only Hanana Shakti. Brahmadeva's powers which are only Hanana Shakti are given to him. Shiva's powers which are just Hanana Shakti, the part of it which is a Tandava, is given to him. Then Bhairava's Shakti, which is also, you know what Bhairava has got a symbol of killing, is a big sword-like thing. And also Ganesha's Parasha, and also Hanumana's all Navasiddhis which are going to destroy are given to him. All Buddha's forgiveness and Mahavira's Ahimsa is going to turn upside down. All these 11 powers are going to come on top of us when we will be finished with Sahaja Yoga, when we will be absolutely sorted out and the last killing will be done by him. I wish it was just a killing. It is not going to be ordinary Hanana like even Devi has done. Because Devi has killed all these Rakshasas thousands of years back, but they are back in the seat again, all these Rakshasas. Now the problem is very different at the present moment, which you should try to understand. That in the olden days, till the Krishna's time, when he says that yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Vinashaya cha dushkrutam paritranaya cha sadhunam. These two words you must understand. To destroy the dushkrutam means the cruel people or the negative forces, and to save the saints. Sambhavami yuge yuge. I am going to come again and again. But the problem of the Kali Yuga is that there is no pure and simple person as a sadhu or as a Rakshasa. So many Rakshasas have entered into your brains. You side with so many people who are wrong, who are doing wrong, who are doing all kinds of wrong things in the name of politics, in the name of religion, in the name of progress and education and all that. Once you are sided with them, then they are in your brain. They are within you. And when they are within you, how to destroy? With those two thumbs. They are within you. You may be a good person, but you may be destroyed because of having them in your heads. So there is no hard and fast rule as to say who is a real negative and who is a real positive. Only the Sahaja Yoga is going to cleanse you and make you absolutely positively good people and religious people. This is the only way, because your Ankura, when it starts giving you realization, you feel yourself. You feel yourself. And with that self, you know that you are yourself and not this mirage. You start enjoying that self. Once you start enjoying it, you give up all these things that make you compromise and make you a horribly mixed up person. All this confusion can go away. So it is essential that we should take to Sahaja Yoga in the most dedicated manner and redeem ourselves of our all wrongdoings and also others whom we know. And this is the only thing that we can give to our friends, relations, and all the world around. People invite others for dinners, have drinks, this, that. What do you give them? Nothing. They will give presents on a birthday, they'll go around and give garlands and exchange good wishes and everything. In London, when there's a Christmas day, the cards pile up to such an extent that no letter can be sent for 10 days before Christmas. And where is Christ? On the day when Christ is born, they'll go in for a champagne. Such foolish people, even somebody dies, they'll go for a champagne. Champagne is their religion now. And whiskey is their kundalini. They cannot understand God. How can they, when they have made God according to their own conception of falsehood? As a mother, I have to warn you, be careful. Do not play about with yourself. Do not go down, but come up, and come up. I am here to help you. I am here to work for you day and night, that you know I work very hard for you. I'll spare no efforts to help you and do everything that is possible to make you all right, to pass this examination of last judgment. But you have to cooperate with me, and you have to go headlong about it and devote most of your time for Sahaja Yoga and for imbibing all that is great and noble. Kalaki is a very big subject, and if you see the Kalaki Purana is such a big book, of course a lot of trash is also in there. But when is the time coming? If people say, we'll say this is a living process, when the work will be finished, when we will see that there's no more chance of having any more people in this line, Kalaki will come down. Let us see how many come in, but there is a limit also of that. So I would request you to go out, call your friends, call your relations, call your neighbors, all of them. Tomorrow is the last day of my program here of Navaratri, where we are going to have a little felicitation from the mother. To me, the greatest felicitations will be when in this Bombay, I will find more people realize taking to Sahaja Yoga seriously. And after coming to Sahaja Yoga, not to indulge in backbiting and small petty-mindedness and getting angry with each other, but being sensible and wise. It is most surprising those who are supposed to be the cream of the nation, the most sophisticated people, are so petty-minded and useless. I have to tell you these things because of the immediate emergency that is coming forward before me. And I am only praying that it should not be in Bombay that it should start. Bombay had gone into the verge, if you remember, the day when Rajesh Shah phoned me that, Mother, what about rain, what about rain, what about rain? I wouldn't answer him till he said, Mother, I know you are angry with Bombay people, but still forgive them, answer them. And that is the night when you started getting all this rain. Next calamity, beware of it. I have to tell all Bombay people, every time I come back, I find this kind of a nonsense of these Sahaja yogis, getting after one man somewhere and getting lost. And the another thing is that Bombay people are still most unaware of what is going to fall into them. Most unaware how they are made from amoeba to prestige. What God has done for them and what they have to do for God. It's a very, very sad affair, extremely sad for the whole of the country because people try to follow this Bombay. There are so many people who would like to follow an actor and an actress than to follow God. This is the trouble with our superficial temperaments. I have to say that we have tomorrow a very good program, and also a book has been written, The Advent, by Gregor de Calibert Matin, who is a son of a baron and a Swiss boy. And when he came to me, I could see clearly that he's a seeker. Though he was a gone case, he was like a schizophrenic person. Absolutely a gone case, but I could see in him that there's a big seeker within him. And I had to work hard with him for a year to bring him around to his normal senses. But when there is not even seeking within you, and when you go that astray, what is going to happen to you? I don't know. So be careful. Be very, very careful. Today is the day of warning you because you have asked me to talk about Kalaki. He is placed on our forehead. When the Kalaki is caught up, the chakra of Kalaki is caught up, the whole of Buddha on top goes out of order. In the Kundalini awakening, we find that the Murdha is all out of order, it doesn't rise. The whole head becomes a blockade. Such people do not allow the Kundalini to rise above the, we can say, the Hamsa chakra. At the most, they might try to raise up to Agya, but the Kundalini falls down. Of course, one of the reasons, as I said, that if you put your forehead before wrong gurus, also you suffer. But too much thinking also creates a problem on the right-hand side here, and one of the aspects of Kalaki gets spoiled, and there is an imbalance created on this side. The whole forehead, if it is full of lots of bumps, then one must know that the Kalaki chakra is out of order. If the Kalaki chakra is out of order, the person is about to go into some sort of a very bad calamity. Is a sign of a person who is going to get. When the Kalaki chakra is caught up, all your fingers start burning. On the hands and on the palm, sometimes even in the body, you get terrible burning. A person's Kalaki chakra catching means he might be down with a horrible disease like cancer, maybe leprosy, maybe any such diseases, or maybe that he is about to collapse into some sort of a calamity. So Kalaki chakra must be kept all right in balance. At least there are 11 sub-chakras of the Kalaki chakra. And out of them, at least try to keep some of them alive so that others can be rescued. But if all the chakras are ruined, then it is very difficult to give you realization. What is the thing one should do to keep your Kalaki all right? To keep your Kalaki all right, you must have that awe for God. If you do not have awe for God, if you are not afraid of God, if you are not afraid that if you do wrong, He is there with His wrath, and that He is a wrathful God, and that He is full of poison for us if we try to do anything wrong, if there is no fear of that. Not that it is to be hidden from me or from anybody else, but not you yourself know that you are doing wrong. If you are doing something wrong, and you know in your hearts of hearts that I am doing something wrong, please don't do it. Otherwise your Kalki will go out. When you have that awe for God, and you know that God is all pervading, He is all powerful, He has powers to raise us to this state of higher being, and also He has power to bestow all the blessings that He has. He is the most compassionate God, or we can say the most compassionate Father that one can think of. But in the same way, He has a wrath. And that wrath when falls upon you, be very, very careful. As a mother, I have to warn, be careful about the wrath of your father, because if he comes on you with that wrath, nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop it, and the compassion of mother also will not be listened to, because he may say that you have spoiled your children by giving them too much looseness. So I have to tell you that please don't do anything that is wrong, and do not make me feel bad about it, because for a mother it is very difficult to tell these things. It's very hard for a mother who has a tender heart and a kind heart for you to say all these things. But I have to request you that don't play about, because your father is full of wrath and he can punish you if you do anything wrong. But if you do anything for him or for your own being, for in your self-realization, you will be placed in the highest position. Today you may be the biggest millionaire, you may be the richest man, you may be the greatest political leader, you may be the prime minister and all that nonsense. In the presence of God, those who are dear to God will be placed at the highest positions, and not all these worldly things which look so interesting and enchanting to you. The most important thing, where are you as far as God is concerned? That relation you must establish by first finding out yourself, your Atma, through Sahaja Yoga, and then relating yourself to that. May God bless you all. Now we'll have a session of Sahaja Yoga for you to get corrected, and I would like those people who have not been here before to come forward to get their realization, and all the Sahaja Yogis to help me today, because today being Kalki's day, vibrations have been a bit too much.
धीरे धीरे हम अपनी आंखें खोलेंगे। दोनों हाथों को हम श्री माँ के समस्त पूरे हृदय के समक्ष ले आएंगे और पूरे हृदय से श्री माँ को धन्यवाद देंगे आज के ध्यान के लिए। We'll slowly open our eyes and thank Shri Mataji for today's meditation and today's blessings. हम श्री माँ को प्रणाम करेंगे और बंधन लेंगे। Let's offer our pranams to Shri Mataji and take bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji.